Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Camille, also known as the Fairy Nail Mother, and today I'm going to show you guys how I got this pink Fendi set. Well, not how I got it, how I did this pink Fendi set. So I know some of you guys are going to be like, girl, where have you been? And yes, it has been a minute. I'm not even gonna make an excuse, y'all. I just been lazy. Like honestly, I don't want to say it's been too much going on at work, even though work has been crazy busy. But I'm just lazy, y'all. Like editing and doing these YouTube videos are just, girl, I don't even know. I don't know. I need an editor. So if anybody's watching this video and you're pretty good at editing and you want to edit my videos for me, kind of take your girl to the next level. Hit me up, boo, because I really, really, really need an editor so I can get these videos out more frequently. Like I have videos recorded. I'm just too lazy to actually do the voiceover and edit it. But anyway, so I already prepped her nails. She's getting like a square shape. I'm just going in and filing the tips. And yeah, so a while ago on my Instagram, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but if you don't, I should say, I'm gonna put my Instagram tag on the video. But anyway, I had asked you guys to ask me a couple of questions. I put a poll on my Instagram and I got a couple of questions. So I think I'm just going to go through this video and kind of like jump back and forth between like describing what I'm doing and answering some of these questions. So the first question is, how long did it take you to master nails? Well, that's actually like, that's like a compliment within a question because, for one, thank you, but I don't think I'm a master nail tech yet. I really don't even feel like I've mastered nails. I feel a long way to go within my journey in my nail career, but I have personally been doing nails for about 6.5-ish years, probably even a little bit longer, but I'm gonna say 6.5-ish because that's when I kind of started taking it more seriously. And yeah, so that answers that question. Um, the next one is, how and why did I start doing nails? Okay, so I actually kind of started in high school where I was really just doing nail art. I hadn't even gotten into acrylic like that. Actually, I have a crazy story about the first time I really did acrylic. I'll tell you guys after this. But anyway, so in high school, I was really just doing nail art. I had followed this lady on YouTube, and her name is Robin Moses Nail Art. And if you guys are really, really into nail art, hand painted nail art, and you're an OG in the nail community, you probably already know Robin Moses. She is, wow, literally Picasso of nails. It's so crazy to think she could put on nails. And I mean, y'all, this was back in like 2000 and I don't know, I guess like 2012, maybe 2011. I know I'm telling my age, but yeah, I was in high school back then. But she had did this like neon cheetah print hand painted design, and I really, really wanted it. And so I took the video to my nail tech that I was going to at the time, and child, when I showed this man the picture, because it was a video, but I had took a picture of the video to show it to him. And he was like, no, that's a sticker. We can't do that. And I was like, no, it's not. Like, I watched somebody hand paint that. Like, it's not a sticker. And even then, I was kind of thinking, like, okay, well, even if it's a sticker, can't you try to replicate it? Because sometimes people can bring in a sticker to me now, and I can kind of hand paint something very similar to it. So I was hoping that he could do the same. So he was kind of just like, no, it's not hand painted. This is not something you can hand paint, blah, 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 blah. So I actually pulled up the video for him, and I'm like, look, you've been doing my nails for a while, so I'm gonna need you to at least try, okay? So this is the video, let's try to walk each other through it. When he got done with, he did one hand. And when I tell you that mess looked like a sticker, it looked a mess. I honestly, it just looked a mess. I didn't even, and at the time I was kind of young. I was a little too afraid to say like, bro, this is ugly. Like, no. I ended up going home, taking it off, and I had nail polish and stuff at my house. So I ended up doing the design myself, and it looked just like what she had did in the video. And I was like, this is kind of fun. Like, let me try some of her other things. Now, I hadn't really gotten into like the detail stuff, but I was trying a couple of her little like flower designs and stuff like that. And that's kind of what got me into doing nails. Now, the story that I had mentioned earlier about my first time really using acrylic, oh my gosh, so embarrassing. But I was doing one of my friend's nails, and you know what? This friend, like, girl, I love you, because she really should have beat my ass after I did her nails. So I was kind of like shaping the acrylic, and I had got this acrylic from like Walmart or something. I don't even know. But at the time, there weren't really a lot of YouTube tutorials about how to do nails or what to do when doing them or whatever. So I was using a brand new nail file. And when I tell y'all, I sliced through her skin so deep, I'm like shocked the girl didn't need stitches. That's how bad it was. She reminds me every now and again, but yeah, that, woo. So after that, I really did not touch acrylic for some years, because it was just lumpy, it was bumpy. It took me hours just to do one hand, and then I messed around and cut the girl's sidewall. Oh my goodness, y'all, yeah. So that is how I got into nails and why I started doing them. The nail salon just wasn't doing it for me no more. It's just like, also Instagram was kind of like becoming more popular then, so you could see other nail techs in the area. And I was just seeing art that I didn't even know you could put on people's nails. Like, I have followed Nails by Regina around that time, and she was literally painting designer inspired nail art, like putting dogs. I don't know if you guys remember, but Givenchy had that one collection where it was inspired by like Rottweilers and stuff. She had painted Rottweilers on people's nails. Like, her artwork was just crazy, crazy good. I didn't even know you could put stuff like that on people's nails. So yeah, after I kind of got introduced to some real game, I was like, you know what, this nail salon, it's not doing it for me no more. The lines and the different color patterns were cute, but it was time for your girl to elevate. And I just started like studying what I would see on Instagram and just kind of copying what I saw on YouTube. And that's kind of just how my journey kind of took off, I guess. Okay, the next question. Food. What is that? I don't know. This is one of my clients. I don't even know what she meant by food. I don't know what that even means. But anyway, the next one is, how did you get into nails? Your favorite part of the process? And this. Oh, okay. She was saying that's all she has. That's all she could think of for right now. So I already answered how I got into the process. Not into the process. How I got into nails. My favorite part of doing nails would probably be I guess doing fun designs. That's my favorite part. And then also the end, like taking pictures and just knowing like, wow, I really did that and it's done. Okay, great. On to the next client, or I get to go home for the night. But yeah, I really do love just creating fun designs. That is the best part. So when I have a client that comes in with either like crazy, crazy inspo, or, they have their own idea that they want me to bring to life, and it's really different and it's colorful, and just, that is what's the favorite part of doing nails to me. Um, the next one, okay, says, how do you handle negative comments and rude clients? Wow. That is such a good question. I don't, okay, I guess I would say I don't really get that many negative comments. The few that I get, I just ignore them. Like, I mean, what can you really say back to a negative comment, especially if it's online? Why even give it, I guess, that much energy? So, yeah, I don't really get a lot of negative comments. If I do, I tend to ignore it. Or if it's like a negative question, if I can answer it politely, I'll answer it. You know, I just try not to feed into negativity. I actually just got my first rude comment on one of my YouTube videos. I was like, dang, girl, like, you are really, really mad at me for what? But rude clients, I will say I don't have a lot of rude clients, and first of all, shout out to my clients because I have amazing clients. Like, they are all very polite, so nice to me. And I think part of that just has to deal with the energy that you put out. And I say that to mean, like, the image you portray online or the things you put out there online is kind of the company you will attract. So, I feel like if you're kind of unprofessional online or just, I don't know. When I hear about rude clients like online, I kind of like the professional that is posting about the rude client. Sometimes they come off a little unprofessional. So I kind of feel like you attract what you put out there, if that makes sense. And that's not to like throw shots at anybody, because there are some people who are just rude even to nice people, but for the most part you really will get what you give. So I guess my advice about handling them is, just be nice. I mean, you're not going to please everybody, and yeah, that's just, you really just can't please everybody. As a professional, I just always tell people, be respectful. Even if people are like, not really, what am I trying to say? I guess if a client comes in and they're rude, you can always ask them to leave. Your peace and your sanity within your space that you work in, keeping that peace is very, very important for just your mental health. And you can always just ask them to leave. If they're being rude to the point where it's like, I cannot work under these conditions, just ask them to leave. I've only had to do that one time where I've actually had to stop in the middle of someone's appointment and ask them to leave because she was being so rude to me, you guys. And people who know me know that I'm not very combative. I don't like to argue. I'm not gonna cuss you out or yell at you. Even if you're doing it to me, I I don't know. I kind of just will look at you like, are you really that upset that we cannot have a conversation about it? You want to yell and curse? Why? Like, what's wrong with you? So I did have somebody come in, and this is when I was working in Norfolk. And honestly, I had to just, I had to put my big girl pants on and just muster up the courage to tell her, like, you know what, you have to go. And I was a little nervous because I was in the shop by myself. So I used to work in a beauty salon and there were other hairstylists in there. But on this particular day, I was in there by myself. And the lady came in. She had came once before, and I'm assuming she didn't like her nails the last time I did them, which is like, it's fine. I know that I can't please everybody, but if you are for whatever reason unsatisfied with your nails, I would prefer if you just told me. And I'm usually pretty accommodating, like, okay, you don't like something, if I don't have time to fix it today, maybe you can come back another day and get it fixed. But she didn't like how I shaped her nails the last time she came. And this was years ago, y'all. So I don't know. I guess she just didn't want to tell me. So when she came back, I had like taken off her polish and I was kind of like shaping up her nails again. And she was kind of huffing and puffing. And so I'm asking her, are you okay? Like, the first time I kind of ignored it, like, okay, don't know what her problem is. But she kept doing it, so I ended up asking her if she was all right. And I guess that's what she was waiting for me to do, was to ask her, because when I tell y'all, this lady flipped, like, why the F like, I don't like my effing nails. Why the F are you shaping it like that? You did it last time. Like, why is this side like that and that side is X, Y, and Z? Da 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 da. And I said to her, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, you didn't like your nails last time. You should have told me you didn't like them and I would have tried to fix them for you the last time you came in. And she was just like, I don't even remember. It was so long ago. I don't even want to lie and say that she said something that she didn't say, because I don't remember everything she said. But I remember very vividly her cursing at me, telling me that I was shaping it wrong and I shaped it wrong the last time. And she kept cursing and huffing and puffing. I was like, well, do you want me to fix it or do you want to leave? And she had said something about, like, well, are you going to do it right? Like, I remember her very vividly saying, are you going to do it right? And then she said something else. And I was just like, you know what? You can go. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not cussing at you and I'm not yelling at you. I'm not sure why you're cursing and yelling at me, but you can call your ride back to come pick you up. And she got it from the chair. She called her up. She's like, come back and get me. This X, Y, and Z, da, da, da. She ended up walking out the door and I just locked the door behind her. So I don't know if that was the best way to deal with a rude client, but in that particular instance, I didn't feel comfortable anymore. She made me very, very uncomfortable. I don't like people yelling at me. I don't like people cursing at me. So in that particular situation, I had to ask her to leave. Um, I had another client who I felt was kind of rude, and it was so shocking to me because she also was in the beauty industry, and she would come to me. She would kind of bounce around from chair to chair. She would go to like the traditional Asian salons, and then she would come back because her nail lifted or her nail broke, and she would always put like pounds of nail glue on her nail to stick the lifting back down. And so I would tell her, if you're gonna book an appointment with me and your nails are lifting to the point where you have glue on them, you need to book for a soak off or you need to book to repair those nails. You can't just come in thinking you're going to get a refill and I have to file off 4 of your nails because they're glued down. And I'm sure this is why a lot of nail techs do not work over other people's work, but sometimes I like to work over other people's work because it kind of shows them, like, look, this is what your nails could have looked like. Even having, what you had on your nails previously, I can make them look better. But so she would come and I would tell her all the time, like, don't glue your nails down. Please stop gluing your nails down. And this is for everybody out there. Don't glue your nails back on, because what happens is as glue dries, it kind of like crystallizes, and it creates little pockets within the glue, the artificial nail, and your real nail, and bacteria can get in there, water can get in there, and it's a mess. You can start getting not infections, but yeah, like fungus can grow on there actually. But so I kept telling her stop gluing her nails down. So when she ended up coming one time, she kept saying that I don't even remember what she was saying, but she was just being rude basically. Every time I tried to talk to her about her nails and what was wrong with them or why I didn't want her to glue her nails down anymore, she would like literally laugh and be like, "Girl, you told me that already." And I'm like, "Well, you keep doing it, so I'm kind of under the impression you didn't hear me last time, or maybe you didn't understand why it's important for you not to do it." She would go, "All right, girl, okay." And me and her were not close at all for her to, okay, girl, me, like that's something you do with your friends, and maybe your friends wouldn't take it the wrong way, but I'm a professional. I don't know you like that. We're not girlfriends. We're not family. Don't cut me off. And okay, girl, while I'm talking to you. And it was so weird because she worked in the beauty industry. And I'm like, if you were explaining to one of your clients why they shouldn't do X, Y, and Z and they cut you off, I was like, okay, girl, I heard you the last time you told me that. You would kind of look at them like, what's wrong with you? So, yeah, she texted me once to complain about her nails after I had already told her multiple times, like, you're going to keep experiencing this if you keep jumping back and forth between nail tech and nail tech. I don't know what they're using on your nails, and you keep putting all this glue on your nails. And she told me something about she wasn't happy because her nail kept breaking or something like that. And I had told her, I already kind of wanted to get rid of her as a client, honestly. But I had told her, if you're not satisfied with the way that I'm doing your nails for whatever reason, and you keep wanting to go back to these traditional salons instead of coming back to me to get whatever is wrong with your nails fixed, you're going to have to just find another nail tech. And so she was like, okay. She ended up coming back again. Long story short, she did something else with her nails, texted me a couple days later, telling me she didn't like them no more. And I told her, I was like, we had already kind of went through this. And I told you if we were going to keep having issues, like communication issues, it would just be best if you just found another nail tech. And she was like, okay, thanks. So she wasn't rude about me telling her, I'm not going to service you anymore and I'm not going to be your nail tech. But for whatever reason, when she was in my chair, I don't know if that was just her personality, but she was just very rude to me every time she came to get her nails done. So I don't know if I answered your question, but yeah, just when you're handling rude clients, always be professional. And one thing I forgot to mention, which I did with both of those clients that I end up having to let go, is I always try to offer an apology. Even if you feel like you're not wrong, it's just nice. I mean, it doesn't hurt you to apologize to your client if they feel you have done them any wrong. So the first thing I always tell people to do is, just apologize for whatever the miscommunication is or whatever the issue was. Apologize to them and then move forward in a polite way about how you can rectify the situation. If a client contacts you and tells you, oh, I didn't like X, Y, and Z, it's probably because they were maybe too shy or too afraid of how you would react in person. So they waited to leave. There's nothing wrong with somebody leaving and then telling you, I'm sorry, I just didn't really like it. Everybody's not going to like your work, and everybody is not a confrontational person where they're going to sit there in your face and criticize your work, because essentially that's what they're doing. I would hope that most nail techs are not going to send people away with nails that they know don't look good. So if you sent that client out the door, I'm assuming that you thought you did a great job on their nails. So for them to come back and tell you, oh, I don't really like them, essentially they're kind of criticizing what you spent hours on doing. And that's hard. I've been a client and have not liked my hair, and been a little too afraid to tell the hairstylist, like, oh my God, girl, like, I don't really like it. It's kind of rude to tell somebody you don't like their work, but at the end of the day, you're not, if you don't like it, you don't really want to spend your money on it. So if a client contacts you saying that per se, apologize to them. I'm sorry you didn't like the work. I wish you would have told me why you were here. What can we do to make it better? Now, if you have time in your schedule to fit them back in and maybe do something different, or if you don't, tell them, I don't have time for X, Y, and Z, but maybe I can give you this instead. And see if they're willing to compromise. It's still a business at the end of the day, and they still got to pay for the service if you provided it. But just try to be nicer and a little bit more welcoming and understanding if a client does come to you and, tell you something you may not want to hear. Yeah, I guess that's kind of like all the advice I can give about handling rude clients. Just don't curse at them. Don't yell at them. I say not to post them to your social media unless they're just flat out just being rude. Like, I follow one nail tech, and a couple of her clients have actually like cussed at her, like F you type stuff. Like, if you want to put that out there to kind of let people know you're not going to put up with that type of energy, that's fine. But to post stuff about clients who didn't like something, they're trying to nicely tell you they didn't like it. It's kind of rude to put it out there and put them on blast. Even if you're not putting their information out there, you're kind of opening the door for people to talk bad about them and kind of be on your side. So I try to like tell up and coming nail techs to like, stay away from that. That's part of like the energy you put out, the energy you're going to get back. It's just like publicly gossiping, I guess. And as a professional, you kind of want to stay away from gossiping about your clients and stuff like that. I mean, even though I kind of just, well, they're not my clients no more, so I guess that's not really gossiping about my clients, but yeah. So I hope that answered your question. If you guys have any more questions or like more specific questions regarding rude clients, just kind of put them in the not description box, but the comment section, or even DM me on my Instagram. I don't always check my DM, so yeah, I mean, you can DM me. I don't know if I'll see it. If I don't see it, comment on my page and tell me check my DM, and I will go look for it, because I really don't like DMs and I don't check them that often. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions about how to handle rude clients, just let me know, because I really pride myself on customer service. At least I try to do my best when dealing with customer service, because I feel like customer service is what will bring your clientele back and will keep them, make them your regular clients. So, yeah. The last question I got was the best online places to buy nail accessories from. I don't use a lot of nail accessories because I really enjoy hand painting more, but I will kind of like put them in the description box and also try to tag them in this video. The first place I think you're talking about like gems maybe, or like large embellishments. I'm assuming that's what this person is asking me about. Nails by Dime is one of them, and I have a coupon code for her website, but she has amazing like 3D gems that you can put on nails, and also what do you call them? The things that kind of like hang from your nails, like nail charms. She has those too. So I will tag her. Also, Zule's Nails, I believe is her name. I'm probably saying it wrong, but she has a bunch of nail accessories. Amazon, I'm sure a lot of you guys know Amazon, but yeah, Amazon. Who else? I really don't know, because I really don't use nail accessories. I mean, I get all of my stones from Blue Street Crystals. And those are really kind of the only accessories I use. Sometimes I go to my local nail supply and get like, like the little metal charms that you can put on the nails, like the half circles or like the stars and stuff like that. I just get those from my local nail supply store in my area. So if you just get on Google and type in local nail supply, you probably have one in your city or somewhere near that you could drive to and look at their assortment of nail accessories, because they really do have a lot. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much, those were all the questions I got. Maybe I missed some, but that's all I see right now. So if you guys have more, just put them in the comment section and I'll do another Q&A if you guys like this type of video. I know I didn't go through and explain too much about what I was doing in the video, but I feel like it was kind of self-explanatory. Right now, I'm just going in and finishing up the Fendi design. And you guys, this video is so old. I've had this video sitting in my on my SD card for months. I actually, not even months. I did this video last summer. So it's been almost a year that I recorded this video, and I just never got around to doing the voiceover. So I honestly don't even remember everything that I used in it because it was so long ago. But this glue that you see me holding, it looks like a nail polish bottle. That is the Zule's Nail Bling adhesive that I use. That was one of the stores that I mentioned in the nail accessories video. Yeah, you can get that from her website, and I will link all the websites that I mentioned in my description box. But yeah, that's what I use to put all my bling on. I feel like it holds bling the best from all the different adhesives I've tried. I've done hard gel. I've done, I don't even know what that glue is called, but somebody recommended it to me in one of my YouTube comments, and I tried it. I wish I could remember what it was called, but it was it has like a yellow label on it. I can't remember what it was called, but it didn't hold the stones that well for me. A lot of my clients lost a bunch of stones when they came back. So I just went back to what I normally used, and I know on the bottle, a lot of people, I had mentioned in that video that I had stopped using it because it dried out so fast, and the top gets so stuck that I couldn't open it. And a lot of people mention, that it's supposed to go in the fridge, and I knew that it was supposed to go in the fridge, but I don't have a fridge in my studio. The fridge is in the hallway around the corner, and it's like when you're kind of racing the clock to get your clients in and out, it's like the last thing I want to do is get up, go to the fridge just to get some nail glue, come back. And so, yeah, I ended up putting it in the fridge anyway. It's still drying out kind of fast, but I mean, it's the best thing that holds my stones down, and I love it. So I just went back to Old Faithful, and that's what I use now. Um, I am going around the stones right now to seal them in with some clear, I believe this is clear top coat. This video was so long ago, y'all. It's probably OPI Axiom. That's usually what I use to seal around my stones. That kind of just keeps them on a little nicer. Well, a little better, not nicer, but it just gives I put like a little lip around the edge of the stones just to kind of keep them in place longer. So yeah, that is pretty much what I'm doing to finish up this look. And then I will go in and top coat the rest of the nails, and that is pretty much the finished look, you guys. Yeah, I pretty much talked this whole video, and I hope that what I mentioned was valuable advice to you guys. And if you feel like I missed anything or should have went into depth a little bit more, please don't hesitate to ask. And if you guys like Q&A style voiceovers, let me know, because I really don't know what to talk about in these videos. I kind of just be rambling. I don't have none of this stuff written down or prepped. So yeah, let me know if you like that. And if you guys do, just send me more questions. Maybe I can do a story time or something. So yeah, that is it. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. I will try to get these out more often. Look, I ain't gonna make no promises to y'all, because y'all will comment on my Instagram post, when's the next video, like looking for the next video. And all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna see you in the next one. When is the next one gonna be? I don't know, girl, but I'm working on editing it now. And yeah. All right, you guys. It was fun. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.